Hi, everybody. I wanted to tell you guys about this. They have this thing, the Reparations Act, all this stuff talking about in Oakland, California. Oakland, California is a little small town that has lower income properties there. And they're talking about how they want to give people a certain amount of money. And I'm telling you guys, it is not true. They are faking and making up this thing. It's probably not even African Americans that are doing it. And if there are African Americans, they are not anybody in the state that are in government. They have people that are trying to take, I just got out the tub. They are trying to have, they got people all over Oakland of all places. You don't go to Oakland to talk about reparations. You go to Sacramento. That's where the office of all of the people that are in charge are. They're not in Oakland. They are making these accusations up. They're not true. Anybody that thinks for a second that someone is going to give them something for something that happened years ago, there's nothing wrong with California right now. Only thing is going on is the prejudices that we have, and we're going to always have that, whether it be blacks on whites, whites on blacks, Spanish on Asian, whatever. There is going to be people like that. Do not for a second believe that they are going to give us anything. They are targeting us as we speak. It was just a couple of last couple year or so, I told you that I was in the LA City Council and a woman was threatening to harm me. Do you know that I seen this woman walking through the building with sunglasses on right past my apartment, looked dead at her, and this was just about a year ago. Now she's in the news talking about she's helping developments and all this stuff. Do not listen to these people. This woman is prejudiced. She does not like anyone. She will target anyone to get what she wants. And I mean children, women, boys, men, anybody to get what she wants. You cannot trust anybody when they come to talking about cities, small towns, picketing and all this stuff. You know, building homes. They were doing that in Illinois when I was out there. And I'm telling you, they had people, teenagers, building homes. You know, they had a program out there that was helping rehab homes. And teenagers that had, were getting their general education development diploma, the GED, they were, helping rehab these old rundown houses. But as far as anybody handing us a check for something that we did not do, you see that I ended up helping catch all of these criminals that I knew had been running around the state, and they never once even gave me a deposition. They did not want to pay me. I was going to do it anyway. They did not start talking about any kind of reward until someone tipped them off that I had been snooping. Then I had someone try to ask me, well, what's the name of the person? Who is that? I was like, I don't know the name of the person. If I knew that, I would, I wouldn't be running around trying to figure it out. So that goes to show that it's all a game. Somebody is playing a game in our state, in our country. I double checked and checked again. There's no reparations for anything. You can't bring my mother back. You can't bring my father back. You can't bring my brother back. You can't bring none of these women that were victims of these men back. So what would a reparation do? If you have not paid them for being murdered by these men, then what makes you think they're going to pay somebody that haven't did anything, that haven't lost anyone? Come on, you guys. They are falsely using the internet again, and it's for the benefit of themselves and their families. It has nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with anybody else. They want to take control of properties, and they want to make it look legal. No, not ever again. They were taking over properties here just up in Chino Hills during the pandemic. A man, his wife, and his adult son, I believe he was an adult, they were all killed in their house during the pandemic. They lived in their, they were in that house deceased for a year. They put the man in prison, and you haven't heard nothing else about it. These people are around here. I couldn't even walk in my house, let alone walk out of my house. They were overpowering me. And you know what I've done for LA. I've done a whole lot and have not begged them for anything. I put my paperwork in because I wanted them to know, oh, if you think somebody else is about to get this money, think again. Nobody's done the hard footwork that I did in catching these criminals. Then they turn around and put someone else on me, just out of the clear blue. Another person comes up, and I know for a fact they all in the same family. So you guys just be very careful of what you look at, what you see. Everything is going good in California, but for the criminals, it hasn't been going good. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys, because they want to make it look like that we've really been going down. No, we've actually been going up. Crime was down in 2020 to 10 murders, and most of them were in the families of people. Crime does not just happen like that, you know, out of the clear blue. I want you guys to realize that these people are trying to come over here, whether they be from Mexico or mostly from Mexico. Come over here, have children, then turn around and their children are looking for reparations for being born in Mexico. But people that are in California, which we're right next to Mexico, they speak two languages, Spanish and English. And they were getting better jobs than anybody. They were getting better jobs because they were bilingual. And then they end up putting these people in the office, putting them in public offices. The whole police department was Hispanic, you know, and it got to the point that everywhere you looked, you saw a white-skinned person with a black wig on, you know, with their hair done. And everybody was wanting to be these Spanish-looking person. It don't work like that. Everybody has hard times. Whether you, any complexion, there are hard times that you're going to go through. And it's up to you to be able to fix that. And if something is wrong, you come and you talk to the people and let them know, hey, this is going on and this is not right, you know. And then you guys band together. All that reparation stuff, everybody does bad. I don't know anybody in California that has not had something negative happen to them and they end up getting some money for it. They won't pay them. They could be wrongfully, they'll claim, oh, you know what, so-and-so was, son was killed in a shooting with the LAPD. Oh, well, we gave them $1.2 million. No, they didn't. They did not pay them. I've talked to people that have said that, no, my son was killed and, shot in the back, and no, we never got paid. They're not paying people. Be careful. Watch your back and front at all times. If something doesn't look right, make sure that you get out of that area and you alert your family. These people are not for us. They are for themselves. And they want nothing but to be in control of everything. First it was the airport. First it was the city. Then it was the airport. Now it's real estate. They want everything dropped in their laps. Well, no. If you've done wrong already to the community, why would we help you get ahead again? Okay? Once is enough. You failed, then there's no reason for you to have any kind of help to do anything else again. Stay out of the news. You're not helping anyone by trying to take over real estate. How is that helping anyone? You don't pay the city when you claim it's all these people that have been paid. All they doing is when they type that stuff up, they turn around and put it in their pockets, and they do not help. The poor people that are victims keep getting lower and lower, while the state takes the money and puts it in their pockets and divides it around. I'm telling you, I was a witness to this. I was a witness that when I caught this man in the police department, these people did nothing. They did nothing. They let this man go from 1998, when I saw him in there and found out his name in the police department, all the way to 2010 without doing anything. By that time, he had followed me out of state. He had assaulted me, tried to have my children assaulted, my little teenage daughters. You guys, do not believe in anything these people are saying. They're making this stuff up. Our city is doing well. We have someone in office that is trying to get all the homeless people off the streets, and a lot of people that are homeless don't want to be off the streets. They like living out there because you know what? Where they come from, the reason why they come here is because of the warmer weather. Where they're from, it snows. People are freezing to death out there if they're homeless, or if they missed the night in the shelter, missed the shelter curfew. Here, in California, it doesn't get that cold. So they come here and live on the streets. Plus, it's cheaper, So that's what I wanted you to know. It's not like they're trying to help us. They're not trying to help us. They're not trying to help the Hispanics. They're not trying to help the whites. They're not trying to help nobody but themselves. And for someone to say, oh yeah, we want to take over all of real estate in California. Girl, do you know how much money this real estate out here is? So expensive out here. It's expensive. There is no way that anyone should have control over all of the properties in the state of California. It's just too much. I'm telling you guys, listen to what I'm saying. Do not go for it. That means they will have the keys. They already had the keys to this building that I was in. They had a man walking around with keys to the building. He was not hired. Some girl that worked here gave them the keys to the building, and they still in there. They still in there. They keep changing, and they the same people. They even go turn around and change the locks on the building. That's how much they know that ain't nobody gonna do nothing to them. I had to change the locks on my doors. I changed the locks on my doors when I moved in an apartment. No, I'm supposed to do that. you know, automatically, whether it's apartment or whatever. They had master keys. Like, I don't even know why the police would have master keys to an apartment, to people's homes. But they do. Some police have master keys to anybody's homes. And I don't understand why they would have that. So, I just wanted to tell you guys that. I don't see any people on here right now, but I had to put that out there. We are doing okay in California. If you need help with something, you know, they got the General Relief Program. They got the Social Security Program. You know, you can get help. They have Social Security attorneys. You know, if you're having it hard and you need some extra income, CalFresh, you know, to help you take care of your things. We're doing well now. We're happy. We've lost a lot of women. I mean, girls that I was going to school with, they were just like dropping like, what? I mean, it was mind-boggling to me. But when I got set foot out there to, you know, get back what these families and these mothers and these fathers lost, I was glad that it turned out the way it was. And it wasn't the city that did it. The city did not help me. It was the people themselves. It had nothing to do with an act, a bill, or anything. Because all that was out of the windows. It was already out the window when I started and when I finished. They had already split that reward money of 200 grand. They had already split that up right after I showed them who the man was, and they did not arrest him. So I wanted to let you guys know that. Just watch out for your relatives because they targeting us. If they start talking about reparations and slavery and stuff like that, my mother and father wasn't slaves. My grandfather wasn't a slave. My great-grandmother was, they might have been slaves to a certain degree. But my grandfather was a doctor, a pharmacist, and a person that grew wheat on their farm that helped make penicillin. And that's why his name was Eli Lilly Jr. and Lewis Johnson. Those were my grandfather and great-grandfather. So see, all of the things that we have not sat back and worried about who gonna put some money in our pocket. We actually tried to help this country, and nobody's gave us nothing. All they do is sit up and try to take from us everything that we have until we don't have anything else. Okay? Sorry about the rant, you guys, but I had to tell you guys that don't believe in anything that these people are talking about when it comes to reparations. It is not happening. And it don't matter if you got a degree or if you just to yourself and you went to the 10th grade. You gonna still be in the same predicament and whatever, wherever you are. Because I got a degree. And I'm still next to people that never went to school because they don't care. And they always plotting on trying to get something done, trying to take, you know, trying to steal, go to jail, get out, just like it's nothing. Don't fall for that, you guys. You guys are doing good. You guys are doing a great justice just by getting up in the mornings and brushing your teeth, washing your face, and combing your hair, and going out there and trying to make ends meet. And long as nothing bad is happening, you are helping your country. All right, I thank you guys for listening to me. Have a good one. Bye.